Alright, good morning everybody. Eddie the Block here of the Relic Extractors. Today is going to be a little bit of a relaxing day. I may or may not have an auction this evening. If I do, it will be, relatively quick. But anyway, this morning, it is about 6 o'clock, a little after. I'm headed down to the Delaware River and I'm going to cast the line in and just chill out and relax for a couple hours. Hopefully nail a couple big catfish. That's my target species this morning. And the water level should be down after all the rain that we had. And I'm going to be catching some bait first with my little trout pole. Catch some fall fish, like a little shiner. Actually, they get pretty big. And that's going to be my bait of choice for channel catfish. And sometimes you get an occasional blue, but they're not real big. But big enough. Big enough. So hopefully we have some good fortune here this morning. And I'll get back at you when I get all set up. Stay tuned. Alright, so we are down at the Delaware River here. This is the Dingman's ferry boat launch area. And that's the old historic Dingman's Bridge, still privately owned. And appropriately named Dingman's Ferry because there used to be a ferry that went across right here. And that's New Jersey on the other side. I don't know if you guys can see these little rings right here. That's more than likely the fall fish that I'll be looking for bait. I'm going to set up my catfish rod first, and then I'm gonna hopefully find a couple little pieces of worm. I wasn't gonna buy a dozen night crawlers just to catch some bait, so hopefully I can find something that I can use for bait. Got a guy out here on a boat drifting down. Water's nice and still, and right where you can see like this line of bubbles here, just on the other side of that where the channel is, there's a deep hole that lays right in here. This is usually where I catch my my catfish. And just before I turned my camera on, we had a nice fish break the surface here, so could have been a smallmouth. This time of year the carp are breeding, and they break water a lot too. And there's some pretty big carp in here. And one just broke right there. So we'll see how we do, and I'll get back at you. Alright, so here's my rig. Nice Eagle Claw catfish rig. I think that's 3/4 of an ounce egg sinker and wire leader, 4/0 circle point hook with a needle tip on it, needle point. So we're gonna leave that here for now. My nice 7-foot heavy action Berkeley combo. I'm gonna use my little Shakespeare trout pole. Nothing fancy on it, just a little tiny trout hook, and I'll just put a little piece of worm or something on the end of it. And they're getting a little active right now, these fall fish, and they're literally right next to the bank, so where the block is here. So I'm going to see if I can get one to start, get them rigged up and toss them out, and catch a few more. Alright guys, stay tuned. Hopefully we get some goodies today. Good fish today. I'm so used to saying goodies. Alright, that's all I need is one worm. I will cut this sucker up into like about 20 pieces and throw them in this old coffee cup. That's all I got, but I should be able to catch myself some bait and get some out in the water. All right, I'm still waking up. So bear with me. Hopefully we'll get some nice nice fish today. Well, not what I'm after for bait, but it's what I got to contend with. Pretty little sunfish though. Look at a beautiful orange. I guess I think they would actually consider this like a red-breasted sunfish. Beautiful, beautiful color on this one. So we'll get him back in the water, and hopefully we can get the bait going. All right, this is what I'm looking for right here. This is a fall fish. Looks like a little creek chub or a shiner. And we're going to get him on the line and get him out, because I've only got a couple hours this morning. And we'll get back at you. Stay tuned. All right, so now we basically just sit and wait. She's laying at about 30 yards out into that channel. Got the drag set real loose, because when they grab it, they'll go. And if you don't have your drag set real loose, you're going to lose your pole. It'll happen that fast. Trust me, it's happened to my son when he and I used to come down here together. And he turned his head for 1 minute, and whoop, there went the pole. He ended up getting it, but and the fish. But yeah, it was almost a bad situation for him that morning. So sun's coming up now. Like I said, once it starts hitting about 9 o'clock, I'll pull out of here, because once the sun gets up out here, the fish will move off. And like I said, I've only got a couple hours today anyway, and just trying to chill out, enjoy the day, at least enjoy the morning, clear my head, maybe see an eagle or two flying upstream. I haven't been down here enough yet this year to see any, but hey, you never know. All right, we'll get back at you hopefully when we get a fish on. Well, we are still waiting. I probably should have came down here a little bit earlier this morning. Maybe about 5:30, right when it just starts getting light. And of course, got a dead shad, just ran into my line. He made it past. I don't need him pulling my bait. So, well, we'll see. Stay tuned. All right, guys. No luck with the fishing this morning. It's about 8:30. I was just talking with the gentleman, Anthony, here, that owns this scuba service company, and I was just asking him if he's ever done in small creeks and stuff like that, and he said yep. So me and this fella here, we're gonna hook up, and got some other things in the works that could possibly pan out with this gentleman. So stay tuned. You might see him on the channel. All right, guys, we'll see you later.